from him dangling is a foot. And this is a very specific and unique reference. This is a symbol that would be known to people at the time, but it's been lost to our understanding, common understanding. It's a sawed-off foot, and during Bosch's time, that would have symbolized St. Anthony's fire, because this was a kind of gangrene that was caused by eating bread that had been infected by black mold. And so people were losing limbs. So to see a limb like this refers to some of the horror that could happen to you by going astray. So when we come much more closely to the time of Dalí, the late 1700s, and look at Francisco Goya, one of the immediate predecessors.
Just a quick little add-in also, because I missed the first minute where they gave the introduction, but the curator talking about these paintings is Peter Tush, because this is Coffee with a Curator live stream, and I emailed him a while back about this also.
To influence Dalí's approach to his art, we have The Sleep of Reason Produces Monsters, this remarkable piece where Goya himself depicts himself as having fallen asleep, and when rationality sleeps or drifts, there's the possibility and potential for unleashing horrible things. And these images, these ideas, these bats, this lynx, these owls have been interpreted various ways. But for example, one particular scholar says that the bats may symbolize ignorance, while the owls symbolize folly, and the cats symbolize witchcraft. There are various accounts and various scholars who will question these ideas, but it's that point is that Goya was using symbols in a very unique and personal way to talk about what we're trying to avoid, this idea of the unleashing of monsters. So Dalí had a lot of opportunity to look at Goya and Bosch at the Prado, and to think about this kind of symbolic learning. Much more close to Dalí, of course, is the idea of Freudian symbols. And when Dalí was young in Madrid in 1924 and 25, he and his friends had an opportunity to read Sigmund Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams, published in 1900, but translated into Spanish in 1924. And in the particular volume that Dalí had access to, the second Spanish volume of the complete works of Freud, which included on The Interpretation of Dreams, there's the essay on dreams, which essentially is like a kind of recipe for how Dalí can think symbolically about particular images from one's dreams and how they can express the personality. So, for example, this explained the distinction between latent and manifest content. He had read Freud's book. He was gripped with what he called the vice of self-interpretation, that he became obsessed by not just interpreting his dreams, but chance encounters through the day, unusual slips of the tongue, and seeing all of this as symbolic. So when we come to one of our most important early paintings from Surrealism that's in our collection, The First Days of Spring, you can see that Dalí was really poised to become a symbolic machine. This is like an open sesame to his ideas of symbolism. And when you put First Days of Spring next to Hieronymus Bosch's The Garden of Earthly Delights, you can see that what Dalí has created is almost like a very focused attention to these little huddles and characters that we find strewn throughout the Earthly Delights painting. So it's almost like Dalí has distinguished a few key images that are just as perplexing as the images in Hieronymus Bosch, and can only be really unraveled through symbolic interpretation. Dalí talks about and really praises himself in his secret life by saying that a particular surrealist writer, Robert Desnos, wanted to buy this painting, but he had no money. He certainly understood the originality of my painting, which was called The First Days of Spring, and in which libidinous pleasure was described in symbols of a surprising objectivity. So Dalí was really taken with what he had accomplished in this painting. And what's interesting is that it combines both a Freudian approach to symbolism and a very unique personal approach.
So that's just a quick little tidbit of it. And I know that the whole project itself is only supposed to be 5 minutes, but with so much about Salvador Dalí, Peter Tush, though the curator of this, he told me that the first 10 minutes or so was going to be diving into the most detail about him. So I did that, and then to add on, I do have this one right here. Hey guys, what's going on? So this is a quick presentation of Salvador Dalí by General Lewis. So the location of the Dalí Museum is in St. Petersburg. There's a contact number and the curator and director's emails, which I emailed for this information. A quick little biography about Dalí is the best way to put it together was that he used technical yet highly unusual paintings and sculptures and visionaries that he had in his mind after his great interaction and experience with DNA and illusions and things, which more inspired his work. And then he always took great risks and proved how rich the world can be when you dare to embrace pure, boundless creativity. On the left, this is his signature also, and that's Salvador Dalí. This is an image of Benjamin and Dalí in the museum. His work, to most that would understand it, would be that is bizarre but precise craftsmanship. It included objects, paintings, illustrations, photographs, and prints. This is an image of archaeological remnants of Militz Angeles, and at the end of this video, there's going to be a link that brings you to Dreams of Dalí, which is a virtual reality, and you'll see, and I'll tell you more about that in the end. Famous quote by Salvador Dalí: "Each morning when I awake, I experience again a supreme pleasure, that of being Salvador Dalí." This is a plot sculpture that Dalí made called Angel de la Victoria. It was casted in between 1984 and 1985 and conceived in 1973, then touched up in 1979, and it is made out of bronze. These are, in the beginning when I said that he had illusions and different approaches and bizarre illustrations. So they're oddly appealing. When you first look at them, you're like, okay, those are a bit strange. But they are appealing, and then you look closer at it, and like over here, it's this same face being smushed. But is it being smushed, or is it in water? And then up here, is this a crown, or is it a monster, or is it a bat? And then over here, you see it looks like a little soldier, but then on top, it's not just a hat. It's also maybe like the little devil with its tail, blowing a trumpet. What's on top of it? Is it an elephant that it's on top of? Are they standing on a cliff? What are they on? So there's the broad picture, and then there's the in-close picture and all the details that are put into them. And these are lithographs that are drawn with felt pencils in 1973. So a few little milestones. In 1904, May 11th, Salvador Dalí himself was born. In 1936, there was the Spanish Civil War, so Dalí and his wife stayed in Paris, and that's when a burst of his art started coming to his mind and started appearing for all the world to see. 1938, he met Sigmund Freud, which is a psychoanalyst who really bombshelled and got him going. 1954 was the nuclear mysticism canvases were made. That's how he defined his work, and it all was inspired by the DNA, divinity, and heavy illusions that he strongly admired and used as a way to make his work. In the 1970s, his age was growing high and his health was going low, but he worked hard to open the Teatro Museo Dalí, which is actually located just a few blocks from his birthplace. There are multiple forms of art that he made. He made sculptures, he did printmaking, and he did filmmaking. These three are Daphne and Apollo, 1963, A Place in Seville, 1970, and An Andalusian Dog, 1929. And this is the virtual reality that I was talking about. I'm going to click on it just for you guys to get a quick little preview, but I'm not going to show you the whole thing. I'll have a link in the description at the bottom of this YouTube video. But it's basically, like, my best way to put it is imagine jumping inside of Salvador Dali's brain and walking through it a little. Let me show you guys a quick preview of what I mean. That's it. That's all I'm going to show you. The rest, like I said, the link will be in the description, and you guys can see it there. And I hope you guys enjoyed. So that was the whole video. And if you guys have any questions about Salvador Dali, after a lot of fun research, definitely have quite a bit of information, and I'm sure I could tell you a little about it. Nice seeing you guys. Bye.